Okay, let's see if this is working. Yep, looks like we've got sound and like we've got video. But let's just see. Okay, yep, there it is. Awesome. All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hey, Irene, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. Let me do a couple pieces of housekeeping before we get started. If you're listening to the recording, you may just want to skip ahead a tad to find where the meditation begins.
Thank you so much
I'll see.
for joining.
Oops. I'll see if I can make that a link.
Do a couple pieces.
And a link in the comments. Okay, hang on. There we go. Now I can see clearly, and all the pieces are ready. Hey, MY, Troy, great to have you. Thanks, Troy. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Veronica and Victoria, thanks for both for being here. You like hearing everything? Awesome. I like hearing everything too. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let me share a screen. I have a couple things to show you guys to guide us through this meditation. Hey, Hannah. Great to have you here, hun. All right. Ta-da. All right, cool. I got my little things. Now, share the screen. Cool. So for those of you for whom this is your first time joining, welcome. It is my pleasure and honor to share this meditation with you. It's a meditation that my guides shared with me in the earlier part of 2017. This meditation is one that I like to use to start my day. It is a meditation that is all about cultivating the vibration of unconditional love inside the physical body. My teacher on unconditional love in this lifetime and many before this has been Jesus Christ. We will in the meditation refer to the Christ consciousness timeline. However, I recognize that teachers on unconditional love have had many names in many traditions. You may use the name of the teacher that connects you most to the vibration of unconditional love at that part of the meditation. You do not have to be a Christian to receive the benefits of this meditation or a follower of Jesus Christ. However, the benefits of the meditation are most deeply received when you are on a path committed to cultivating the vibration of unconditional love in your life. That being said, we will also refer to the 7 chakras in this meditation. You can see here the way those chakras are aligned in the body. You will hear me refer to these chakras as source energy centers, as this is how my guides have referred to them with me. When I asked them why are we calling them source energy centers and not just chakras, they said we want you to have precise language about what it is you're working with here. This is the location in your body or the locations in your body where where source energy interfaces with your physical 3D body. These are your direct connections to Creator God Source. So, if you're unfamiliar, there are 7 chakras here. You'll see them listed here on the left. Over on the right, you'll see what they all pertain to. On the channel, in the community section, you'll see that I've placed some links to different primers on the chakras to help you get familiar so that you can follow along with more ease in the meditation. In this meditation, we will also have a conversation. Not have a conversation. How should I say this? I will refer to a place at the crown where, let me just annotate this. I will refer to a place at your crown chakra where we are going to talk about, oh, I guess this is it, this location here. Let me try that again. Make that a little easier for all of us to see. I'm not very great at digital drawing just yet, guys. Bear with me. We're going to talk about the place where the crown chakra meets the third eye chakra. And in that location, we will be dealing with right here. We'll be looking for that place. So here's the crown chakra, the seventh. You see the opening is at the top of the head. The sixth chakra, the third eye, you'll see the opening is in the third eye location in the center of the forehead. There is a place where they intersect right here. And what I'm going to ask you to look for at that point of the meditation is the place where they intersect. We will work with the opening of each chakra, the removing of harm, and then the cultivating of the vibration of unconditional love. We'll do that one round through the heart, down through all of the remaining lower chakras. We'll circle back round and we'll work with, moving that energy down and connecting it. We'll bring the energy up through the crown and have the energy of the crown then connect, cleansing the seventh, sixth, and the fifth, doing a full round here. And then in the final round, we will work specifically with the crown chakra and calling in the vibration of unconditional love to ignite all seven. All right. So stay for what you can. If you need to go at any point, completely understood. Oh, did I not show screen? I didn't. Okay, let me try that part again. There we go. Okay. No, new share. Desktop one. Okay, there we go. Now you'll be able to see the image that I was referring to, and the place that you'll be looking for to work with will be right here. Now confirm for me, you guys can see where I'm referring to on your chat. Yes, I see it there. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and we can begin. You may sit in any position that you like. You do not have to sit. You can lay down if you prefer, if that's easier for you. I personally, when I meditate and do this meditation, I prefer to, thanks everyone, so glad you can see it. I prefer to sit on a chair. My feet are flat on the floor, and I work with circling the energy that way. I tend to sit on the edge of the chair because I find it helps me to move the energy better. But if you prefer to relax to the back of the chair, that is also fine. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and begin. Thanks, everyone. And if you feel led to share this with anyone before we begin, please do. All right. Let's just go ahead and take a breath. And you may feel your energy settling around you. just like soft snow on the ground, or perhaps just like fresh sheets spread out onto a new bed. Just begin to feel your energy settling around you, coming to stillness. To begin, around your body, create a sphere of protection. See yourself and your aura encompassed in a giant ball of protection. And now we will use our creator command to protect ourselves. You may use these words or words that have power for you. I now command that source love and only source love may enter this space. See if you can locate your heart chakra. Find that heart chakra right in the middle of your chest. And now we will open the heart chakra and begin to remove any harm with the following words. I now command this source energy center to open. And you may see it open like an eye, like a sunrise, or a glowing light growing bigger. And now we will take responsibility for our lives and for the earth and remove harm. I now command that anything that has emanated from this source energy center that has caused harm be bound, rendered neutral, and sent back to source for a full transmutation to love. Going now. And just feel what it's like to have that burden removed from your heart. And now we will command our healing. I now command Source Love to come down and heal those harmed places and flood this source energy center with love. making them whole again. Just feel source love flooding this heart chakra. Feel source love filling those harmed places. And now we will command our ascension. And now command this source energy center to arise and align to the Christ consciousness timeline for this source energy center. And all associated cells and particles vibrate to match the frequency of unconditional love. Just notice any changes. What softens, what releases, what brightens. And now we will move to the solar plexus chakra, just below the heart and above the navel. Find it now in your body. And if you're just joining, welcome. As you are able, create a sphere of protection around you. We will now command the removal of harm. I now command this source energy center to open. See it opening like an eye or an egg, or a light that gets brighter and brighter. I now command that anything that has caused harm that has emanated from this source energy center be bound, rendered neutral, and sent back to source for a transmutation to unconditional love. Feel it going now. We will now command our healing. And now command that source love come down and heal those harmed places and flood this source energy center with source love, making them whole again. And just feel the healing. And now we will command our ascension. I now command this source energy center arise and align to the Christ consciousness timeline for this source energy center. And I now command all particles and cells to match the vibration of Christ consciousness and unconditional love for this source energy center. And just see what shifts, what brightens, what releases. And now we will move to the sacral chakra, located just behind the navel. If you're just joining, welcome. Take a moment to create a sphere of protection around you. And now we will take responsibility for our lives and for the planet and command the removal of harm. I now command the source energy center to open. And just see the opening of your own sacral. I now command anything that has caused harm be bound, rendered neutral, and sent back to source. From this source energy center for full transmutation to love. Feel it releasing now. Now we will command our healing. I now command source love to come down and heal this source energy center, flooding it with source love and all harmed places, making them whole again. And just feel source love healing you, healing your sacral chakra. And now we will command our ascension to love. I now command this source energy center arise and align to the Christ consciousness timeline for this source energy center, and all associated cells and particles vibrate to match the vibration of unconditional love. And just notice what that's like. What shifts? What opens? What softens? And now we'll move to our root chakra. If you're just joining, welcome. Command a sphere of protection around you. We will now command the removal of harm from our root chakras. I now command this source energy center to open. And just see your root chakra opening like an egg or an eye. I now command anything that is emanated from this source energy center that has caused harm to be bound, rendered neutral, and sent back to source for a full transmutation to love. Feel it going now. And now we will take responsibility for our lives and the earth and command our healing. I now command anything that is emanated from this source energy center that has caused harm. Oops, no, we did that part already. I now command source love to come down and heal those harmed places, making them whole again, and flooding this source energy center with love, making it whole again. Just feel the healing, what it's like to have the root chakra flooded with love. And now we will command our ascension. I now command this source energy center arise and align to the Christ consciousness timeline for this source energy center and all associated cells and particles vibrate to match the frequency of unconditional love. And just feel what it's like to see unconditional love expand at the root of your being. And now we will work with our third eye. find the location where the third eye and the crown meet in the center of your head. I now command this source energy center to open. I now command that anything that has emanated from this source energy center that has caused harm be bound, rendered neutral, and sent back to source for a full transmutation to love. See it going now. And now we will command our healing. I now command that source love come down and flood those harmed places and this source energy center, making them whole again. And just feel what that's like to have source love flood your third eye. And now we will command our ascension to love. I now command this source energy center arise and align to the Christ consciousness timeline for this source energy center and all associated cells and particles vibrate to match the frequency of unconditional love. Just feel the expansion of unconditional love through your third eye. And now we will work with the throat chakra. I now command that anything that has emanated from this source energy center that has caused harm be bound, rendered neutral, and sent back to source for a full transmutation to love. Feel it leaving your field now. And now we will take responsibility for our lives in the earth with the following command. I now command source love come down and flood this source energy center with source love and those harmed places with source love, making them whole again. And just feel what it's like to have source love fill up your throat. And now we will command our ascension. I now command this source energy center to arise and align to the Christ consciousness timeline for this source energy center. And all associated cells and particles vibrate to match the frequency of unconditional love. Very good. Now, allow unconditionally loving energy to flow from your throat down to your heart, from the heart to the solar plexus, from the solar plexus to the sacral, from the sacral to the root. And see that energy flowing out of your root and beginning to expand around your body and envelop your body, flowing up and around until it reaches your crown. Now, bring that unconditionally loving energy through your crown, back through your third eye, back to your throat, and allow it to rest again in your heart. Feel that energy moving. Through your chakras, down and around, up through your crown. And now, locate your crown chakra at the top of your head, your direct opening to the divine. And just a little ways above your crown, create for yourself a very bright symbol of unconditional love. You may wish to work with a heart or a sphere or a bright light, a halo or a crown. But whatever it is, see it glowing brighter and brighter and brighter with unconditional love. Now begin to see that symbol of love floating down until it reaches your crown chakra. See it begin to match the size of your crown chakra. And watch as your crown chakra pulls that symbol of unconditional love in through the crown, igniting your crown, cleansing the crown, and taking every step that we've taken for all other chakras, all at one time. See that bright light of unconditional love move from the crown to your third eye, purifying that third eye. Move that symbol of unconditional love down to your throat. Watch it ignite your throat. Watch your throat become purified. See that symbol of unconditional love sink from the throat to ignite your heart. Bring that symbol of unconditional love, all of its brightness, into your solar plexus and allow it to purify the solar plexus. See that symbol of unconditional love move into the sacral, purifying and igniting the sacral chakra. And now bring that light of unconditional love into your root, dropping down, purifying the root, igniting it with unconditional love. Allow that energy to move out of your body, expand to envelop your body, flow up and around your auric field, purifying and cleansing your aura. And allow that bright symbol that has now enveloped you to come and back and shrink and sit inside your crown chakra. Allow your energy to continue to flow through and up and around. All chakras connected in one energy. The energy of unconditional love. The center of your body lit with a singular light of unconditional love. Your auric field vibrating, full of unconditional love. And as you are ready, if you've been sitting, begin to relax your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. If you've been laying down, you may wish to shake your head, nod your head, move your hips as we conclude the meditation. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure to meditate with you this evening. I appreciate all who joined. This concludes day 2 of 12 for Christ Consciousness meditation for the 12 days of the 12-12. Thank you to everyone who joined. We will now have a short period of time for Q&A. We'll do about 10 minutes of open Q&A about the meditation itself. If you have astrology questions or twin flame questions, I ask that you hold them for a different time, or you may email me privately. We'll use this time to focus in on the meditation. If you'd like to share what the experience was like for you, I would love to hear that during this time. Anything you saw or felt. It was a real pleasure to do this with you and to share this with you. Thank you. Hey, you guys, spiritual baddies in the house. It's great to see you, honey. Marie, you are such a gift. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jessica. Lorena, nice to have you. Victoria, I'm glad. You're welcome. Big hearts to you, Irene, and Grateful Divine Butterfly. Thank you for coming. You're welcome, God's Warrioress. Taro, thank you. Thank you for coming. Cutie to Q, you're welcome. Namaste. Sanjip Lal, namaste, babe. Denise, you are very welcome. You're welcome, Holly. It was so intense. Oh boy. Grateful Divine Butterfly. It really brought up some deep stuff to clear and send to the light. Yeah. Yeah. It is one of those meditations as we focus in on each chakra. You may notice that there are certain thoughts or feelings or pictures or images from present day or past or anxiety related to the future that are there as we open up each chakra. And this is why at the start of the meditation, I ask that you command a sphere of protection as those darker energies are brought forward from our own field. Because we want to make sure that as they're brought forward, that nothing attaches to them in your field. And this is also why we bind them and render them neutral, so that any power given to those thought forms is removed from your field or neutralized. And this is also why we send it back to source for the transmutation to unconditional love, so that, I think it was Albert Einstein who had talked about how energy is never lost, it only changes form. So we take with our creator abilities that energy of anxiety or bad memories or sadness. We take that energy and we send it back to source for a rewrite to love. Because source can do that. Source can transform those things, and we can command as reflections of creator God, we can command that that rewrite occurs. So I'm so glad to hear that it was transformative for you. That power has always lived in you and always will. And so, this meditation, part of it is awakening that power and calling it forward for you. Yeah, good. Childhood mother wounds holding you back. You saw the blocks and took your power back. It was amazing. Fantastic, grateful butterfly. Fantastic. Emily Tack, wow, that definitely made me aware of which chakras are the most out of balance and the reasons they are that way. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly right, Emily. I definitely get it. And however it is during the meditation, whatever you notice and whatever you see, you know, when you open the chakra, it's okay. There's nothing wrong. They're not broken. You're not doing anything wrong. And over time, this meditation will support you in getting the energy flowing again as you step into that frequency of unconditional love. Um, the chakras will begin to heal themselves. Okay. Alchemy, yes, you are the alchemizer. Well put, Kay. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I'm glad this was a helpful uh, short tutorial there. That's kind of the way my guides put it to me. Taro Aura. When will 12 chakras frequency and the 12 chakra system be activated on Earth? Great question. I don't know the answer to that. I do recognize that there are the 12 chakras. I do believe that that is why my guides, specifically wanted me to work with the 12-12 and to do this for 12 days. They didn't give me more information than that. They just said, we want you to do this for 12 days, 12 chakras, do it on the 12-12. So yeah, and they specifically had said, look, for the physical body, which is the densest part of your being, because our being expands well beyond our physical body. But for the part that the physical body holds and encompasses, this is the place where things can get the most stuck. And so they were very specific. We want you to work with the 7 chakras for this particular meditation. So I don't know the answer to your question. Um, but I do know that, yeah, there are the 12. It's funny. I had a Freudian slip last night about saying that. I said, we're going to work with the 12 chakras. If you go listen to last night's recording, um, which was not what we were doing at all. Um, and so, yeah, spoiler alert, there are 12. You're in a blissful state after the session. Fantastic, Toro. I'm glad to hear it. Dang it, came in late. Gonna have to press rewind. Thank you, Kate. You're welcome, Rats MBA. Take your time with it. Grateful Divine Butterfly, super powerful meditation for this full moon portal. Thanks, Kate. You're welcome. My pleasure. Yeah. And you can feel free to work with this at any time. It doesn't just have to be for this full moon. We're releasing it, my guides and I, on this full moon, but you can do this at any time. In particular, for me, this is the meditation that I've been using for years to start my day, a good couple of years now to start my day. Later, the same year, it was like meditation year for me, 2017. Later that same year, I learned a very different meditation for cleansing and cleaning out my energy at the end of the day, which is also a very beautiful meditation. But this one was specifically the one that my guides gave me. So I'm sharing this with you. We have room for 1 or 2 more questions or 1 or 2 more reflections. Would anyone else like to share or to ask anything? You're more than welcome to do so. Hmm. Okay. We are soul reflections of divine. That is my belief, Taro. You felt the Christ light second day more intense for sure. Great, Holly. Yeah. It'll hit different people on different days. Different stuff will come up as you move the energy around. Um, Different energy will come up. And so some days it'll feel more intense, other days you'll feel more like distracted and like there's electricity buzzing around in you. Other days it'll feel, extraordinarily peaceful. Other days, with certain chakras, great sadness will come up and it'll be a day for releasing from that particular chakra. I've seen all of that over the course of my few years working with this. So I'm so grateful that you got to feel that today. So now you can really know where this meditation can go for you and where it can take you. And this is just the beginning. As you work with it, even more will come to light for you vibrationally. This is just awakening an ability to hold love that is already inside of you. It's awakening an ability to hold it in your field. The same way that we hold bad memories or sadness or anxiety in our field, this meditation really focuses on holding the vibration of love inside your field from the source energy centers outward into the aura. Okay. So cool. I'm really glad you got to feel that. And that's also why I start my day with this meditation, because it's as I deal with humanity, this is the way I prefer to start things from this place. So, Tarot Aura, I work with there are a lot of faith traditions that talk about how, as creations of God, we are reflections of God. Um, and the creator abilities that Source has, we are fractals of that, and we have a portion of that within us. And so this is why we work with commands for this meditation. And we work with commands as a way of really taking ownership, and utilizing that creator ability within us, and amplifying our creator capability. Because the more you can command the unseen world and the field and our own energy, the more we can do that, the greater our power and our amplitude in create manifesting the physical world as reflections of us, as we are reflections of the divine. So, a big part of this is restoring that creatorship awareness and knowing, and that creatorship capacity to us as we work with the unseen world and our own energies first. Okay. So, these are great questions and great reflections. I deeply appreciate all of you being here. We'll be back again tomorrow. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend it. Keep your eyes on the community section, as the time is very likely to change. I doubt I'll be doing midnight meditations for 12 days straight. But keep your eye on the channel for when the time shifts, because I will post it in the community section of the channel. Got your answer. Thank you. Okay, well, I hope it was a helpful answer, Tarot. To your own intuition, be true. Cultivate your own direct relationship to Source, and Source will show you what is appropriate and true for your beliefs at this moment in time. Okay. So much love, everyone. Thank you again for joining. Please feel free to share this meditation with people. It would be great if we can have more and more people releasing and carrying the vibration of unconditional love on the planet. These recordings will stay up on the channel, so you're welcome to come back to them at any time. Thank you again, and take great care. Bye for now.